Welcome to EventNook's guide to the Zebra Badge printer. Here's what we will be going through: setting up the equipment, configuring the printer, and connecting it to the system. What you need: a Zebra printer, router, MacBook, iPad, LAN cables, badges, and your power plugs. 1. Setting up the router. First, connect your router to a power source and turn it on. Ensure that the Wi-Fi router has a stable connection, and verify that you have a reliable and working SIM card. Run a quick speed test to test the connection speed. 2. Connecting the router and Zebra printer. Connect the printer battery to the plug and connect it to a power point. Now, connect it to the printer. Now get your LAN cables and connect the router and the printer together. Note that you can only pair 4 printers to one router only. This is to ensure an optimized performance, prevent any printing delays, and makes troubleshooting easier. This is what the setup will look like. 3. Configuring the Zebra printer. Turn on the printer by pressing the power button. Then, press on printer info to view the IP address. Take note of it and write it down somewhere, as we will need it when pairing the printer to the laptop. Now, click on Menu, the printer icon, Print Quality, Mobile Type, and choose the gap/notch setting. This guide will use this setting as it is the most popular and common badge design for our clients. This is an example of a mark sensing badge as seen by the black border. This is a gap/notch badge as seen by the small hole in the middle. Go ahead and open your printer by pulling the yellow hinges on the side and pushing it up. Scroll the wheel in the middle to adjust the badge fitting. The sensor above the wheel can be moved left or right for different sensing types. For gap/notch, make sure it is in the middle. Load the printer with your badge, with the gap/notch facing forward. Pull the badge from the front side and adjust accordingly. Make sure that the gap/notch is aligned with the sensor. Pull the badge and leave some half of it to hang out of the printer. Now close it until you hear a click sound. Finally, press unpause to test it out. The first print will always be wasted. 4. Connecting printer to MacBook. First, we have to access the Printopia app on the MacBook. Printopia acts as a server for printers and enables easy printing. It also manages the printer settings and allows access through a single interface. Boot up your laptop and connect to the same Wi-Fi router as the printer. Open your Printopia app and click the plus icon on the bottom left of the page. Now, click on the globe icon. Enter the IP address of the printer that you would have noted down earlier. Ensure that the protocol is Line Printer Daemon, PDL. Now, click on Use and search for Zebra, as that is the model of the printer we are using. Next, click on Zebra Printer ZPL. To keep track of your printers, you can label them to not get confused. C1 is the counter number, 41 is the printer number, and I've added the last 3 digits of the IP address. Now click on Add. Next, go to your browser. In the search bar, type in localhost 631. Once in the website, click on Printers on the top right tab. Now you can see the printer that you have added in Printopia. Click on it and change administration to set default options. Here, we can configure the format according to the badge and printer settings. Our media size is 4:6 according to the badge being used. The DPI is 300 according to the printer. The media tracking is non-continuous web sensing, and all printers use thermal transfer media. Click on Set Default Configuration. Now, head back to the Printopia app and click on the printer you've configured. It is extremely important that you click on Restore Defaults to set the printer options. Great, now you've configured one printer. Your setup should look something like this. Lastly, never close the laptop during registration, as it can cause the printer to disconnect from the server. 5. Connecting the iPad to the system. Now it's time to configure the iPad. Connect the iPad to the router. Ensure that the iPad is not tied to any other Wi-Fi network. Open up the Kiosk V3 app and select Login with QR code. Scan the login QR code to check into your event. Now, click on Settings on the bottom right and connect to your selected printer. Ensure the print badge upon check-in is green. 6. Checking in and printing the badges. The two methods of checking in attendees are through QR code scanning or manual search. For QR code check-in, click on the QR scan tab and ensure that the manual check-in is switched to auto check-in. Scan the QR code that your attendee would have received in their email against the iPad. Wait a few seconds, and your badge will be printed out. For manual search, click on the search bar and type in your attendee's name. Once found, slide to the left and press check-in. Just wait for a few seconds, and the badge will be printed out. Great job! Now you're all set to start printing.